pre-departure test, no day-old test for persons from Ghana entering the UK. I think it's about time for me to get mine done right now. It's about time. It's about time. It's about time. I like this.
Because you don't want to do the self-isolating?
No, because then my point was, if I have my 2 jabs, what is the point for me to isolate myself? What's the point for me to do a pre-test before traveling?
Unless,
because
of course,
I have my jabs.
Well, unless, of course, the vaccine, cures you from COVID-19 or stops
you from
contracting COVID-19. So if I can still get COVID-19 after being vaccinated, then why take away the isolation? And because I can still get it even if I get to the UK. Really, this thing doesn't make sense to me. I'm being honest with you.
I know.
At all, but
I know.
Anywho.
Anyways, let's move on to some international news. And Czech President Milo Zima has been taken to hospital amid political upheaval after a surprise opposition win in parliamentary elections. The 77-year-old is reported to be a heavy smoker and a former drinker. He uses a wheelchair and suffers from diabetes. The president was taken to the hospital from the presidential chateau yesterday morning, shortly after a meeting with the Prime Minister. Prague's Central Military Hospital director said the president was in an intensive care for complications for a known condition. Wow. It's all the shock. It's the shock that comes with that comes with losing parliamentaries.
Well, look at him, 77 years old.
Yeah, smoker,
former drinker, wheelchair. Elections.
Yes, all that stress can do a lot to your body.
No, you shouldn't even stand for president in this condition. You should be resting.
Yeah, he should be resting. Absolutely, I agree with you.
Anyway, have you been in? Have you ever contested for anything before? Like, have you been in an election before?
Yes, I have. I have at school.
Miss Ghana.
Yes, I did Miss Ghana UK. Obviously, I was second runner up. But then at school, I did. I think it was to become the president of a group. And
did you lose?
No, I won.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever lost in a competition before?
I mean, I didn't win Miss Ghana UK. I was second runner up.
Right. That feeling.
No, but the thing is that I wasn't disappointed because I was still top 3. Right. So it was like, yeah, I'm not disappointed. And best believe I did a lot with myself during my reign than anybody could have ever. So it is what it is, And sometimes, to be honest, when it comes to competitions like that, it's not really the winner. It's what you do when you take part in such a competition. So, yeah, anyways.
Yes, ma'am. Serving us that daily dose of motivation this morning. It's not about the winner. It's about what you do after the competition.
Yes.
Nice one from a Monday morning. Anyways, let's turn our attention to some sports stories now. And Milovan Rajevac is happy to begin his second reign as Black Stars coach with an impressive 3-1 win over Zimbabwe in the 2022 FIFA World Cup qualifiers on Saturday. Now, goals from Kudus Mohamed, Thomas Partey and Andre Ayew secured all 3 points for Ghana at the Cape Coast Stadium. The victory takes Black Stars to 6 points, 1 behind leader South Africa.
A dobro, prvo vreme, otvorili smo rano utakmicu I bilo sve ok, međutim imali smo dosta sreće danas kad su izjednačili 1-1, ne znam zašto smo ušli u drugo vreme tako slabo I onda smo morali da se vadimo I mislim da su prave izmjene odradile svoje I da smo dobili tako veoma bitno.
All in all, it was a good day after the result we got. We started the game well, but later in the match we had some problems, especially in the start of the second half. We experienced some problems and
Change for Baba to come in, and then I push forward. Everywhere on the pitch where I can help the national team, I'm ready to, sacrifice everything. I don't mind defending, I don't mind attacking, but every time I have to play in Ghana, I'm ready to sacrifice everything and play in any position. So I think last South Africa game, unluckily we were not able to go, most of the players, and we had a loss. But today we did our best, and then Tuesday we have to, first enjoy today, and then we think about Tuesday. Well, I feel good.
I was so excited. I was so excited for Ghana, and this just proven to me that change can be achieved when it comes to our team, and we can win matches. I'm not talking too soon, but this win has actually set the pace
it's kind of changed
for the
energy.
team. Yes,
it's changed the energy for us. We're so hopeful about Milo, and he's proving himself. Milo with a touch of milk. He's amazing. I just hope we keep this winning streak. I really hope so.
But you know what? The fact that he's a new coach, won first match as Black Stars coach, I think that energy, that positive energy, would keep on, going until like the next match. If they lost the first match, then it would have been a different dynamic. Yeah, exactly.
I love the synergy between the players. Exactly. Did you see Thomas Partey's goal?
Yes,
Ooh,
I did.
My goodness.
3-1. Well done, Black Stars.
He's going well to
Please
prove
keep going. Please.
Why he's a world-class player.
Yes,
world-class player, Thomas Partey. Big job. Anyways, away from soccer, let's do some boxing now, shall we? Tyson Fury branded Deontay Wilder a sore loser after emphatically beating the American for the second time in a classic trilogy fight in Las Vegas. Fury delivered a thrilling 11th round knockout of Deontay Wilder to retain his WBC heavyweight crown.
Shit, Steve. Made for it. Proved time and time again that I can never be wrote off. I can never be beaten till I'm down and out. I didn't have my best performance, but I pulled it out the bag when it needed to be done. It was.
To win this game. I don't know why,
yeah.
but
I knew Fury was going to win. I don't know why, but I just knew he was going to win. Yeah, I was rooting. I wasn't necessarily rooting for him, but then I had a feeling that he was going to win, and he did. So.
But I like how he respected his opponent.
Thank you,
Deontay.
And that's
really
what
said
sport is about.
That
really,
he's a force to reckon with.
Exactly.
Before the game, actually.
Exactly.
When he started talking like that, I thought he was going to lose the game. At a point, I was
no, it's just acknowledging that your opponent is also strong, and he's also skilled, but you're going to do your best and win.
And there you have it. Let's do some technical, shall we?
Yes, let's move on to the world of social media. Instagram will introduce new measures to nudge teenagers away from harmful content and encourage them to take a break from the platform. According to Facebook Vice President for Global Affairs, Nick Clegg, in addition to pausing plans for an Instagram Kids platform and giving parents optional control to supervise teens, the company plans to introduce a feature called Take a Break, where they will be prompting teens to just simply take a break from using Instagram. Okay.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sounds good.
This is good.
It sounds good to me. But then, I mean, it still boils down on the individual to take that break. So you can't come out and complain that, Instagram is not doing anything for me, or Instagram is not doing anything for teenage boys or girls or teenagers. They've put measures on the app. You either use it or not. And if you don't use it, then
they can't do much about it.
Exactly. So it boils down to you at the end of the day. And that's how clever companies are. It's like now the ball is in your court.
Yes.
So you can decide to do whatever you want to do, but you cannot come and complain. Exactly. Absolutely. You can't come and complain to us that we haven't tried, at least because we are trying. clever.
And my YouTube does that to me, so I've
Yeah,
set
yeah.
this thing on it. I think
Yeah.
after 11, I don't want to be
go
on YouTube.
And there's even so many features on your phone that you can even just like turn off
True.
your apps and
With an iPhone?
Yeah, without. Yes, with the iPhone.
I'm just
Okay,
saying.
I don't know. Maybe Android phones also do that. You never know.
I wouldn't know about Android. I haven't used Android for years, so thank you.
We are sorry, boss. Anyways, it's now time
joking.
for us to deep dive into the world of entertainment and showbiz with our boy Godwin. He's standing by.
Wagwan people, welcome to Monday. I know it's not your favorite day, but it's my favorite day. Zane, you don't know, it's a start of a brand new work week. You can get them goals. You understand? It's motivational Monday, so you know I come with the vibes. You understand? Zane, this is the AM Club, and this is the MX Breaks Lifestyle and Entertainment, which is inside the AM Club. And I will bring you all the updates in lifestyle and entertainment in Ghana and across the globe. Zane, my people, what's going on?
Hey, well, check you out
Hey, Charlie.
today.
Charlie.
Check you out today, my guy.
Today I felt brave. Oh.
You feel
I
brave.
felt brave.
felt brave?
I felt brave with my outfit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
perfect.
I like
It's
that.
perfect. Yeah, the coordination and all of that.
You guys always are splendid, you know what I mean?
Thank
Thank you very much,
Thank
boss.
you.
Thank
You know what I
you.
mean? Yeah, man. Yeah,
I like
man.
how Kevin can make a regular short sleeves kaftan
I know,
go
right?
so well with
Army, Prince.
army pants.
Army, you know what I mean?
You
I
know,
tried.
camouflage.
I wish I had like sneakers this
Oh,
morning.
sneakers, huh?
I was going for sneakers, but then I don't have sneakers like that.
I love
Yeah,
it.
I get what you mean. But
Yeah.
it still looks good.
Yeah.
It makes
Thank
it very, not casual, but it's smart.
Ah,
The
I
shoes
get
makes
that.
it smart.
Spiffy. It's like spiffy, you know.
Well, go on, brother. How was your weekend? What
The weekend was nice.
have you been up to?
You
weekend?
know, same old,
Karaoke?
same old. No. Well, I did karaoke this weekend. I did
Saturday?
my reggae night. You don't know, Jamrock is the place.
Yeah.
Shameless plug, you know what I mean? but yeah, it went well. It went well. Yesterday I did a lot of work, though. You know, yeah, I was boggled down with a lot of work yesterday.
Yeah.
But how was your guys' weekend?
Yes, I mean,
Mine was
same,
good.
Same
Mine
work,
was really good.
filming, and then came here to do the launch of
Star.
launch of the Talkative Mom show.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah,
we launched it
oh yeah,
yesterday.
I missed that. I
Yeah.
wish I was in my office until like 9:30 yesterday.
Oh, you should have come through.
9:30
It was
PM.
lovely.
Yeah, I wish I came.
Yeah, I
wish
saw the live and it was really
anyway.
good.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
That's how it is, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway,
Take
guys,
us away.
my name is Kevoy B. Ladies and gentlemen, you can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere at KEVOYB. See? Now, the country was shook when word got out that President Nana Akufo-Addo's daughter got married in a private ceremony. Social media was scrambling for pictures and videos and even the name of the couple, or the husband that is. President Akufo-Addo has 5 daughters, so it's not surprising one chose to have their special moment away from the spotlight. And we've got you covered, and we have the video, so let's check it out. Hey, Godwin, it's 4 daughters left now, you know, my brother.
Is what?
4 daughters are left.
No,
No.
I think, no, three.
Three got married.
Yeah, I think two.
How many are available?
Oh, but I love it. We should play Get Down on It. The song
On
I just
a
Get
throwback
Down on It.
Thursday,
You
which
see?
is
Yeah.
just like 80
I would do like an electric
love it.
slide.
Yes.
Ah, give them. No, but I love how that was a private ceremony. This is
Yeah.
the daughter of a president, and she had a private ceremany.
Yeah.
Very simple. It wasn't so flashy.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or what I saw was just
Yeah.
Just simple.
Absolutely.
simple?
Absolutely.
The rich will always be rich. I'm just saying.
That's how it is. That's how it is. It's good to be rich, guys. Now, the Ghana Music Awards happened live in color. Medical's performance took an unexpected spin, and the crowd loved it. The Ghana Music Award UK finally happened over the weekend, and it was an all-round success. Mona For Real won the Uncovered Artist of the Year award. Now, several big celebrities came out to perform, including Famie, who also won Songwriter of the Year. But what really had fans and social media talking was AMG Medical's performance. The rapper was performing to a hype crowd when his wife, Fela Makafui, decided to join him on stage. Well, yeah, you know, she got so into the mood that she joined in and performed with him to the absolute delight of Medical and his fans. Now, we've got that video for you, so let's check it out.
Mommy had this. Yeah, but no girlfriend, no problem. I'm single, not searching. I'm single, not searching. No boyfriend, no problem. No boyfriend, no problem. I'm single, not searching. Hey, I'm single, not searching. We got it. She be too real. You know, when you find somebody when you real, when they love you, when they hardworking, you for love her. So this last song, hold on. This last song, I want to be jam like when I ain't no day. You can know it. Let me show you the last one.
Yeah, man. Hey, so you guys saw that. Hey, listen.
You see how I'm loving it here.
I love.
I'm
a
not a
woman
big
like
fan
that.
of Fela Makafui and Medical. Not a big. I don't know so much about them,
yeah.
but I'm telling you, for the past few months, I watch their stuff. I feel like their love is genuine, honestly.
Oh, yeah?
And I love
Yeah,
it.
but it seems like that.
Yeah, I love.
Marriage at this point.
Hey,
Yes,
hold
I'm
on.
not
The
celebrities pretend.
marriage
It doesn't change anything.
is only a concept.
Thank you very
But
much.
they're married, so I mean,
A
you
lot of
expect
people are
them
not
to
in
be
love.
very. This
No,
is
I
not
don't
like
expect-
no, but this is not just like a relationship. This is like they have a family, they have a child together, and everything. But that was a great performance. I actually enjoyed it. I loved it. It was a great.
But I like a woman like that. You know, like a woman
Yes,
that likes
exactly.
I like a woman that likes
You know what
to
he
fool,
said?
'cause I like to fool.
I like foolish girls.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
goodness,
like
said
to
this on
fool.
TV.
Please, God
No,
will
but that
like
was
girls
real.
who
You see how she said, he said that she's real. And when you find someone who's real like that and loves you, then please keep her. She's real. Fela Makafui, she's raw. Plain, no
I like that.
pretense.
She's also a celebrity, right?
That's what I think.
She's also a celebrity, right?
Yeah, she's an
I mean,
actress.
yeah, she's an actress.
Gotcha. Because I know the name, Fela Makafui. I was like, hey,
Yeah,
how did I
she's
say
an
this
actress.
name?
I
so
think that's
easily?
Ghana's Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Oh, hey, Charlie. I now go get involved. Big up on yourself still. Big up on yourself. I like that. Zayn, now Kim K blew the audience away with her first hosting gig on SNL. The reality TV star added TV host to her list of attributes and accomplishments. Kim poked fun at her siblings, her marriage, and even the concept that she is just a pretty face on TV with no real skill. Though some may not be fans of Kim Kardashian herself, many were pleased with her performance on the SNL. And yes, we full a video today. You understand? So we're going to watch this video. Let's check it out.
And it's so great to be here tonight. I know, I'm surprised to see me here too.
Yeah, of course it's
I know
scripted.
it's scripted.
Most of it is
still.
scripted,
Yeah, but it's so funny.
Yeah.
So funny. It's good to see her do this.
Yeah,
I
and
like
just
people
make
for
jokes about
themselves.
herself and her family
Sometimes
and all of that.
Sometimes I feel like people
That's right.
who do not have enough, should I say poor, for the want of a better word, poor people, tend to make people who are advantaged in terms of
Privileged, yeah.
or privileged, you know what I'm saying, make them feel like they don't belong.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes like, yeah, they did everything for you, but it's not your fault.
But it's fine.
They were born into wealth.
Yeah, what are they to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody must
okay.
belong
But bear
somewhere.
in mind that, you know, they weren't that rich. I mean, they were just like a normal family. Yes, they didn't have money, but
Dad
like...
was a big lawyer.
Yeah, he was, but I mean, being a big lawyer does not necessarily make you like a billionaire or a
billionaire,
millionaire.
it
They
doesn't
worked
make you-
towards achieving that goal and making that money for themselves.
Of course,
So,
but
I
they
mean,
still
that's
had-
something that you need to also look out for when it comes to the Kardashians. I mean, they are workaholics.
Them
a do them thing.
They are
Them a do
workaholics.
them
So
thing, you know what I
forget about the fact that you're born into a privileged family.
Yeah.
It's about how you keep the wealth and generate more wealth.
So many people have been born in privileged
Yeah,
families.
yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they didn't
They
do
have
well.
nothing now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
they
That's
have
why we shouldn't make them feel like, you know.
They're not doing anything, you know. People will spend millions of money and just like waste
They
the money
as
and
if
that's
we
it.
were born. We're saying they like we don't belong to. Anyways.
No, anyway, guys.
Privileged. You yourself, you're privileged.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Guys, Comic-Con is back. New York City opened back up its doors after last year's 4-day event was cancelled and replaced with a virtual event. This year, people were allowed in person as long as they had certification of being fully vaccinated and were still required to wear masks. Can you imagine? Now, most complied due to it fitting with their costumes. Despite the new regulations, the convention managed to draw over 180,000 participants. Aside from the more known series and cosplay outfits, costumes from Squid Game could also be seen at the convention. And it also involved several panel sessions with several big names in attendance. Guys, would you go to a Comic-Con? Are you guys like comic fans? Like
When I was a
Yes,
kid.
I am, yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I used to love, you know, these things, but I don't think I'm super excited about it. My problem with this thing.
What is it?
We go back to the vaccination thing that you're doing.
Oh, okay,
and
okay.
Makes it sound like we're anti-vaxxers, but, you know, until it makes sense to me, I don't know. Anyways, shall we move away from me?
You know, it sense to me, but it's okay. It's okay. We're in the same boat, my brother. It's okay.
Man. Because I've taken the, what do you call it? I've taken different shots, different vaccines. Hepatitis, taking, but when you say you don't understand this COVID-1 and so you want it to make sense, but then you suddenly become an anti-vaxxer.
Yeah, it's true.
I get what you mean.
Yeah,
it's true. Well,
anyway,
today for my patois, Zane.
Yeah.
I like to give a small saying that Jamaicans like to say. Yeah.
And it's Motivation Monday.
Yeah. So Jamaicans love to say, "We little, but we talawa."
We little, but we talawa.
Zane. So we little means like we're small. But we're like
mighty.
Yeah, we're like mighty
small
people.
By mighty. That's actually my nickname, Small by Mighty.
Hey, get them now. Small but mighty.
Small girl devil, small girl danger.
As of now.
Yes. Small by Mighty.
Then it's like this song. Yeah, dumb.
Yes. Ukum bakum yenu yensa yeah dumb.
What is that?
Ukum apim beba
Yeah, dumb. So it's just like what you said.
Yeah.
I mean, if you kill one, a one will come. Direct translation.
If you kill one,
another one will come, like a porcupine.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
once it shoots, it's whatever. Another one comes. So even though we are little, we're a team.
Still dangerous.
And it all comes to basically the conclusion of like we need to be united.
Absolutely.
One cannot. There's a saying that if you have a broom. If you take but or something. Yes, so that's your motivation right there.
All right.
So how we have like the
broom. One is not strong enough.
Yeah.
You can break a broom, you can break a stick of broom, but when you're together, you can't break it.
You can't break it.
Yeah, man. Unity, brother.
Unity
is strength. Unity outnumbers defeat. Right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, this is it for MX Breaks Lifestyle and Entertainment. I hope everybody has a great week this week. Zane, enjoy the Monday. My name is Kevoy B. Little more, big up yourself.
Okay, that's about it for Coffee Daily. Today, proudly sponsored by Asili Coffee, made from coffee beans from plantations right here in Ghana. This particular brand is a steep coffee that has your coffee in pouches, ensuring a quick, easy, and comfortable preparation of your cups of morning coffee. Asili Coffee, made for every African. Oh, God, I love it. But coming up next is Lifestyle Daily, and in commemoration of the International Day of the Girl Child, we will be celebrating the Girl Child.
In the meantime, enjoy this personal favorite of mine. It's called Je m'appelle, Daco Vibes featuring Davido. Je m'appelle, m'appelle, m'appelle.
Vital Natural Mineral Water is naturally filtered and bottled at the source to make sure you enjoy a maximum purity of water. Vital Natural Mineral Water. Pure, rich and natural.
Hey guys, it's your girl Miss Drew, your favorite lifestyle and travel presenter on MX24. This is the month of October and it's Pink Month, where we're talking all about our boobs. Here on MX24 there are so many activities that we've got for you to get involved in, and we are ending with a bang with Boob Talk on the 30th of October at Accra Mall. Make sure you're there, you don't want to miss this. Mwah!
Across Africa, nations are beginning to trade among themselves like never before, creating the largest continental market the world has ever seen. On the Single African Market Program, we will show you how products, services, capital and people will be crossing barriers as the continent and its citizens embrace a single market in a sustainable manner for growth and development to meet targeted UN development goals.
Congratulations, Your Excellency.
Get the latest update on all opportunities from the continent's trade house. Know the success stories and how challenges are being addressed. Africa is ready to trade among itself and the world, so are the people. The Single African Market is the voice of businesses that trumpets the vision of Africa everywhere, in association with the Government of Ghana, International Chamber of Commerce, Business for Peace Foundation, GIZ, UNECA, and UNDP.
The Single African Market, this Monday at 8 p.m. on MX24.
Hello everybody, my name is Edma Lawer, the host on the AM Club right here on MX24. So it's October. What does that mean? It means it's pink. It means it's a pink ribbon. It means it's campaigning. It means it's breast cancer awareness. And right here on MX24, we've taken it upon ourselves to create a fantastic campaign, the Cross It Out campaign. What do you need to do? Both men and women can go to 3 selected hospitals right here in Accra to get themselves screened for breast cancer. Okay, it's not just for women, but it's also for men. So we are going to put all the details on all our social media platforms at MX24GA. So do make sure that you follow us and you get the details right. We cannot wait to see you and hear from you as well. Do stay tuned. Hashtag Cross It Out with MX24.
And you're welcome back to your favorite morning show happening or coming to you live from our Silicon Square studios here in East Legon. We're having so much fun. We just finished Coffee Daily. Up next is Lifestyle Daily. And in the spirit of the International Day of the Girl Child, we are having a conversation around this particular topic. Now, let me remind you that every year on October 11, International Day of the Girl Child is celebrated to empower girls and amplify their voices. Now, it acknowledges the importance, power, and potential of adolescent girls by encouraging the opening up of more opportunities for them. Girls are leaders indeed. Girls are change makers. Girls are fundamental source of transformational change for gender equality. But all around the world, girls are still disadvantaged, mainly because their young, and sometimes because they're female. The failure to fully appreciate the unique obstacles that girls face and the special approach required to address their needs is why we recognize and celebrate the International Day of the Girl Child. Now, this day helps increase the awareness of gender equality faced by girls worldwide based on the agenda. This inequality includes areas such as access to education, nutrition, legal rights, medical care, protection from discrimination, violence against women, and forced child marriages. The celebration of the day also reflects the successful emergence of girls and young women as a distinct group in development policy, programming, campaigning, and research. The Day of Girls help raise awareness not only of the issue that girls face, but also of what is likely to happen when those problems are solved. For example, educating girls helps reduce the rate of child marriages, disease, and helps strengthen the economy by helping girls have access to higher paying jobs. Now, before we jump into the conversation, Edma is standing by. Here is a beautiful song called Flawless by Beyonce and Chimamanda.
But for the attention of men, we teach girls that
And that was a great intro right there from Godwin and Namboh, my handsome co-host. Okay, so it's now time for Lifestyle Daily, but before we get into the conversation, remember you are a major part of the show. To all the people watching, please do make sure that you send in your thoughts and comments on today's topic. Please tell us, have you experienced anything growing up as a female right here in Ghana? Send your thoughts and comments to our WhatsApp number at 0550 511 or tweet us at MX24 with the hashtag DAM Club. So joining me on this conversation, we have Sylvia Asare Ayi, who is the Project and Programs Commissioner at Ghana Girl Guide Association, and we have Maud Fuga. I left in the middle name there because I cannot pronounce it, unfortunately. Sorry, but you had to pronounce it for me after the show. But she's also a Girl Child Guide Association. She's part of the Ghana Girl Guide Association. There you have it. There you go. Okay, so ladies, welcome to the AM Club. It's absolutely great having you on a day like this and to talk about the girl child. And obviously, like Godwin mentioned in the intro, there is a need to create awareness when it comes to the girl child, especially in the world or in this part of the world. But let me start with you, Sylvia. What exactly is the International Day of the Girl Child?
Thank you very much, Edma, and thank you to all our viewers. And Godwin gave a very perfect introduction. There's no need for us to be here. But International Day of the Girl Child was set aside in 2011, so it's 10 years now, by the UN. And it's a day for them to remember their pledge towards the girl child. We are saying, why the girl child? The girl child is the one who's always oppressed, who always has to give up her freedom, always has to give up the rights, always has to give up her economic rights. So it's a day for us to remember that the girl child also has rights. The girl child can be empowered. The girl child is strong. The girl child can achieve so much if she's given the right tools and equipment, and that is why we celebrate this day, to remind the government of their commitment to the girl child.
Okay, Maud, so why is it important for us Ghanaians to celebrate a day like that?
Okay, so thank you so much. So just as Sylvia rightly said, it's a day we've set aside to remember the fact that we are committed to empowering the girl child. So it's very important to celebrate this day because as girls, we have basic rights as the boys out there. And then equal opportunities for all gives a platform for girls to also express their views and do things just as the boys. So it's equally important that we have this day set aside so that girls are really given the opportunity to do what is needed. We have equal access as boys have it.
Okay, but you know, there's this comes in a conversation like this. Oh, why the girl child? You know, why not children? You know, I mean, we do have Children's Day, but then you know, why separate the girl from the boy and just celebrate the girl child and all of that? We have conversation like that. But then when it comes to equality, people might say, why not just bring everybody together and have equal access for all of them? So why is it important to maybe separate the girl child and the boy child just so that we can dedicate a day to focus just on the girl child?
You're so right about this. Anytime I post something for the girl on my WhatsApp status, I have all my male friends coming and saying, why always the girls?
Yeah.
Some men are abused, some men are... But it's always the girls. And it's about the statistics and it's about the figures. So in Ghana, we are saying that there's a 51 population for women. But if you go out and ask how many women own lands, you realize that it's very different. How many girls go to school? Most times in basic school, you see a fairly balanced male-female ratio. By the time they get to upper primary, JHS, the girls are dropping out. Why are they dropping out? Either the parents can't afford, either basic facilities are not there to allow the girl to go. Even facilities as basic as a toilet can make a girl child not go to school. Because if I'm in my menses and there's no proper facility in the school to accommodate me during that period, I won't be eager to go to school. So these little things, I mean, you might not see it when you're sitting afar, but you have to be in the shoes of a girl child to understand why we should be celebrated or this day should be put aside to support our group.
Yeah, Maud, and what's your take on that as well?
Yeah, so I really agree with what Sylvia has said. Ladies or girls are the very vulnerable part of society. So just like she said, it's the numbers, it's all about the numbers. But we really need the right push to get there, you know. Let's look at our parliament. The men are a larger population or a larger percentage than the women. And it all boils down to the very basic, you know, from beginning, right from the onset, we are in school, but then issues of menstruation, abuse and other things really restrict ladies from pushing it and then getting out there. So it's really necessary that we set a day aside for us to recognize that girls are really important and we really need that push just like the boys.
Okay, so Sylvia, you mentioned quite a few things that the girl child goes through and why it's very important for us to create awareness around the girl child. Can you just like mention some of the things that maybe a girl child might go through right here in Ghana that maybe the people are not aware of, but it's very necessary for us to get to know these things so we can help the girl child?
Okay, so I mentioned the first one, something as basic as a toilet facility would discourage a girl. One thing when it comes to abuses, sometimes even when we speak of abuse, we think about the physical abuse, being bitten, but a lot of things goes on. When a girl is walking on campus, you hear the boys catcalling. All these things, I mean, it's the confidence of a girl. If you really don't have that confidence and that strength to say, I do not care about all what you're doing, these are things we need to do. We need to build the confidence of the girl child. We need to make sure that there's the right tools to support them. When you go to rural areas, anytime a man has to make a decision to educate a boy versus the girl, it's always the boy. We say that, does it still happen? Yes, it still does happen.
Absolutely,
so we have to make sure that things like the free HS is good, but let's put it in the right fix it so that it's comfortable, because if the boys can decide to sleep 4 in a bed and they don't care, but girls cannot do that. So even if you're given free education and the tools to make that education comfortable for the girl is not there, it doesn't help. When it comes to abuses, when a girl child is abused, the first question is, seriously? I mean, a girl has been abused, she's going through so much emotionally, physically, and the first question is, why should she go there? What was she doing there? And the perpetrator goes scot-free. So these are things we have to talk about to end some of the things the girl child goes through.
Okay. I meant before we started the conversation, I did mention to the both of you how I was part of an NGO to create more awareness when it comes to the girl child. And we went to some rural areas or rural communities in Nigeria just to educate families as to why the girl child also needs to be put out there when it comes to education and all of that. And some of the stories that we heard from the parents were, you know, a girl would grow and get married and leave the family, and, you know, and why should I invest in my girl child when another man is going to come and take her away and marry her? So, you know, we have that kind of, well, not everybody, but then when you go to some rural areas in Africa, they have that kind of mentality that, you know, the girl child really and truly should not be given any opportunities or any education, any access to anything, because they will grow, they'll get married, they'll go and have their own family. But then let's invest in our male children, who most of them don't even want to go to school sometimes. They don't even want to do anything with their lives. But then the female child is always deprived from such things. So what can we do to break down that mentality of, you know, not giving the female child opportunities because they are female child? Go.
Okay, so it all boils down to education. Yeah. You know, this whole stereotype, discrimination, stigma, and all of that, and the misconceptions about the girl child, we really need to crush that. You know, it all boils down to education. We need to go a step further, visit the communities, visit the families, engage relevant stakeholders to talking about all of these. We have to let them see the importance of educating the girl child. You know, gone were the days that they'll say the place of the lady is always the kitchen, but to an extent there is a bit of change or transformation. You know, there's still a need for more of the push for all of this to finally leave the system. Until then, there are still people that believe in that misconception. So I would say that education is very essential. We need to educate the parents, we need to educate stakeholders, we need to educate the people at the rural levels until we come to terms to understanding why they think that way and find relevant solutions to help them come out of that, should I say, sleep, you know, because until they get to realize that it's really essential that the girl is educated and all of that, they see the advantages and then the benefits will bring to them as a family and to the kids, they wouldn't really change. So education is really essential.
What I'll add to that is, it's funny that we say a woman's role is in the kitchen, a woman takes care of the kids. But funny thing, a woman who is educated and one who is not educated, a woman who is financially strong, and one who is not financially strong, who can take care of the kid better, who can even do a better job. When the child comes to home with homework, if I don't know 1 + 1, how do I help? If my husband can lose his job, if I don't have a job, if I don't have a land, if I'm not working, how do I support the family? So it's funny we say these things, but these are the very reasons why we even need a woman to be strong, to be employable, to be educated. That's it. Even the basic excuses are really not excuses.
I totally agree with you. But would you say that culture also plays a part when it comes to the way maybe the female child is treated in most part of the world? When I say culture, in the sense that we believe that, you know, women are slightly, I wouldn't say inferior, but slightly inferior to men, and women, you know, are made to be in the kitchen, like you mentioned, or just to look after the children. And there's this cultural behavior around women that, okay, women are just only good to be at home, to be housewife. And I mean, it's gone on for centuries. Back in the days when men used to go to war, women would stay at home, look after the children, make sure that the home was okay. The men will come back from war, come back from farming or whatnot. So it's like it has stayed with us throughout centuries, and it has become a part or like a social behavior, and most like it has actually become a culture, you know. So would you say that the culture also plays a part in terms of why the girl child is not given as much opportunities?
I would say yes and no. And I'm saying yes because I think sometimes we choose the part of culture as a people that suits us for purpose A and choose another part for purpose B. If you go to the Kan culture, there's a woman who is the Abewetia, the queen mother. She actually appoints the Asantehene. So in that system, the woman is very strong. She knows a lot about history, culture. She decides who would actually be the king. But when you come out of then you come home, then suddenly the woman has to go to the back. So sometimes even our culture contradicts itself. But if you go back in history, I think Yasantua didn't just, if there's Yasantua, then there are a lot more women out there who are not even being recognized historically, who have put themselves out there, who have saved communities, cultures, and everything. So I think it's time we look at the good parts of our culture and push it. So our culture, yes, sometimes oppresses the woman, but if you look deep into our culture actually supports the woman at the same time. But I think sometimes we choose what suits us, depending on where we are, and we make it look that way. Yes.
What do you have to say about that, Maud?
She said it
yeah,
also.
you agree with
I
that.
totally agree with what
Okay,
she
so
said.
now as a parent, you know, growing up, what do you think parents do wrong when it comes to the girl child? What would you say that, you know, maybe they must do more of, especially when it comes to parenting in Ghana? I mean, parenting is different everywhere, and parenting depends on what household you find yourself in as well. But then there's a common behavior that most parents tend to do. I remember my friend also always says that she feels like Ghanaian parents all went to the same school. You know, wherever you find them, abroad or here, they do exactly the same thing. You know, so it's like, what do you think parents need to do, or parents are doing wrong when it comes to the girl child?
I think it's time we brought up the girls and the boys to both be strong. And not one to be behind the other or sit behind it. I think some of the basic things we do, your brother eats, take your brother's plate and wash. So the man automatically starts feeling from that age that I'm supposed to sit down, cross my leg, food has to be brought to me, I eat comfortably, somebody has to. These are the little things. So when the girl feels like we all cook together, we all wash the plate together, I can go to the office and no man can actually tell me that sit at the back and let me go and pitch the presentation or anything like that. So these are the little things. Let's build the confidence of a girl. If a girl wants to play football, maybe football in our culture is not really that lucrative because every parent wants a child to be rich. But whatever sport or activity the girl wants to do, it's time we give them the confidence. It's time we push them. Women are not in politics because nobody wants to go. The woman doesn't want to be insulted. And it's all back to confidence issue, because anytime we insult the woman, it's in a certain line.
Appearance,
it's appearance. It's either she's not married. It's either she's sleeping around. Which it's almost like a girl can't be successful without doing certain things. And it's time we let the girl child and our sons, who will be the next generation, men, to also understand that a girl can achieve, a girl can be the first in class. I mean, I have nieces, and I remember one time he came to school and he was second, and we asked who was first. The girl was like, whoa, when you go to the school, tell the girl that your auntie supported. And everybody in the family was like, you're odd. But I'm like, no, it's time for us to support the girl. Absolutely. Why should you say that? Why should a girl beat you in class? Is a girl a lesser human being? No. She's also smart. So it's time to realize that it should be a fair playground for the boys and for the girls.
So with that being said, would you say that it would be great to also impact that information on our male children from the very, very get-go? Your sister is not your slave. Your mother is not your slave. Okay, fair enough, there's something called respect. But then respect can be achieved without enslaving somebody. Respect can be mutual. You respect me, I respect you. It's not just like, 90-10. It's 50-50, But so would you say that it's better, or it would be better, if we empower our male children to also see women or see girls, growing up, or maybe at school, that they are not just object. Yes, a girl can be better than me and it's fine. A girl can be more intelligent than me. A girl can be stronger than me. A girl can beat me in sports and it's fine. Just because she's a girl, it does not mean that she shouldn't deserve the win or something like that. Would you agree?
Yes, I would. It's very necessary. So let me give a typical example. 28th May is Menstrual Hygiene Day, right? So we visited a school to basically educate the girls and then teach them and then have a time with them. We ensured that the males sat in the class because it's necessary. So assuming you are hiding that information from the men, if a girl finds herself in a situation where she sells herself and she's in the midst of guys, if they are not well educated about that, how would they help?
Exactly.
You understand? But we made them understand that it is natural, it's something that comes with us naturally. So if you are in a position to assist, if there's a need for you to go to that shop and buy the sanitary pad for the lady, go do it. It's not a taboo, it's not a crime. So you understand? So it's very essential. Like she said, when you're home, don't say the kitchen work is for the ladies only. Guys can also take broom and sweep the room or wash dishes and stuff like that. So from the very onset, it's essential that together with the girls, we educate and empower the boys as well to understand that girls are not limited to this role.
And when it comes to the Ghana Girl Guides Association, just mention some of the things that you do to help protect or create awareness for the girl child.
Okay, so Ghana Girl Guides Association, we are a member of a worldwide body. That is the World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts. We are in over 154 countries, so we are very big. In Ghana, we are 100 years this year, so it's been a distance.
That's amazing.
100 years.
100 years.
For an NGO to exist,
exactly.
You can imagine. We've been through all the phases, and we are still here. So what we do at association is we support in the development of the girl child. We help to empower her to bring out her fullest potential. We help her to bring out her leadership skills. We build her self-esteem. We have various programs we do. We call it the 8-point program that we use in building the confidence. We build her mind, her character, out of outdoor skills, homecraft skills, everything the girl child needs. We equip her with it, and we give her principles. We call the principles our laws. We tell you that a guide is loyal, a guide is trustworthy, a guide is obedient, a guide respects others.
Absolutely.
So we train you to be a responsible citizen, not just for the association, but a citizen for Ghana, for the world, and everybody at large.
Okay. Well, Maud, do you have any final words before we wrap up the conversation?
So my final words are, as a girl, I feel we shouldn't be limited at all. When there are opportunities, we take it. There is an adage that when a window of opportunity opens up to you, don't close down the shade. So if you see yourself as a lady, as a woman, as a young girl growing up, do not limit yourself to any opportunities. And when you think that there is something that isn't right, you have to speak up. Because it's only until you speak up that we'll be able to know that something is happening and we can therefore go for change.
Okay, and what about you?
Okay, so as we said, Ghana Girl Guides Association is 100 years. We're having a year-long celebration. COVID is trying to restrict us. We're still trying to celebrate. In 2 weeks' time, that's the 23rd of October, we are inducting new patrons to the association to support our work. We are having a skills bazaar. We are showing that, I mean, sometimes people think girl guiding is about the songs and the dancing. We are saying there's a lot more to girl guides. We teach people skills. Right now in Accra, we are training Kayos on various skills such as tie and dye, pastry making, beading, so many things. So we do all these things, and we are asking people out there to support us. If you want to support our cause, be a patron. You can reach out to us on all our social media pages. You can call us on 0243 833 420 and see how you can help us. If you're at school and you want guiding to be part of your extracurricular activities, we are open to you. We are in a lot of government institutions, we are in private institutions. We will train your teachers to run our Girl Guide program and let your girls excel in school.
Well, there you have it. Today we were celebrating International Day of the Girl Child, and John, the two beautiful women who joined me on the conversation were Sylvia Asare Aye, who is a Project and Programs Commissioner for the Ghana Girl Guides Association. We also have Maud Fuga, who is a member of the Ghana Girl Guides Association. So coming up next, we have Motivation Monday. Godwin?
Yes, Edma, I'm just watching you enjoying the conversation you guys just had. How do you say it? Do you say Happy Girl Child Day? Is that what you say?
International Day
so
for the Girl
greeting?
Child.
Happy
International Day for the Girl
That's
Child. I guess so. I guess so.
It is, but that was an exciting conversation, and we are glad to know we are going to do our best, even as men, to help raise the future of young girls. Anyways, but it's time for Motivation Monday. Thank you very much, Edma, for that. And we have an exciting interview with the first black woman to win Miss Grand International, Abna Ekwaba. Apia had an exciting conversation with her, very insightful. And my takeaway from that particular interview was how she said that sometimes it is the children who feel left out. It is the outcasts. When you're a child, it's the outcasts who turn out to be the big person, the one that nobody expected to be anything, usually ends up being the one that everybody celebrates. So, in the spirit of motivating you this Monday, here's my conversation with Abna Ekwaba, or should I say Her Excellency? She's a queen. So, Abna Ekwaba Apia. Enjoy. All right, and you're still watching the AM Club. It's now time for Motivation Monday. And our guest this morning is a very beautiful young Ghanaian American singer, model, and a pageant queen. She's won multiple pageants in Ghana and on a global scale. Chief amongst them is her current crown, which is the Miss Grand International, which she won in 2020. My guest again this morning is the beautiful Abna Ekwaba Apia. welcome.
Thank you.
It's good to be in your presence. I'm trying to sit properly because I'm in the presence of a queen.
You look amazing. You look royal.
Oh, thank you very much. This is royal blue.
It is royal blue.
See,
you look royal.
You're rubbing off me. And first of all, let me say that you're Abna, so you're Tuesday born.
Yes.
Tuesday borns are beautiful people. Listen, because I'm Kwabna, so
Oh.
this is a fact.
It's so cool. You know, it's so funny because in America, I met a friend and his name, like he's Kwabna, and he's like, oh, my name is Kobina. Kobina. I'm like, what's Kobina? What's happening? And then I finally realized that, he's like, my name, because I was born on Tuesday. I'm like, you're Kwabna.
Kwabna.
Yeah.
You know well. Anyways, again, Ukiawa, thank you for joining us this morning. We want to shine the light on you, your life story, where you started from, how it's been for you, and where you're headed. Okay. So let's begin the conversation with, of course, you're a queen. But have you always wanted to be a queen? What did it start from you, for you? I know that your first pageant was in 2013. That is Top Model Ghana.
Actually, my first pageant was in 2012. That was Miss Ghana.
Miss Ghana?
Yes.
So before Miss Ghana, tell us about your life, your upcoming. Where did you grow up? With your family, a little bit about yourself.
So before that, I was born in Ghana. I was growing up in Ghana, and I was kind of raised in America too. So it's back and forth. But as a child, I was always like bullied in school, like kindergarten, preschool, middle school. High school, I was always bullied and teased, and I didn't have a lot of self-esteem. My self-esteem was really low. I didn't believe that I was beautiful because I would get all the words thrown at me that you're ugly, you look like this, you look like that. It was just really hard for me. So my mom thought of it that if I put her into pageants or if I put her into extracurricular activities, it's going to develop her self-confidence. So she put me in things like Exopa, like Exotic.
Wow.
Yeah.
You tried Exopa in Ghana?
Yeah, I was in Exopa. They were training me, exotic models. They were training me. So she put me in things like that to be able to keep me around girls who are beautiful, like girls who are confident, so that I can gain my confidence. So by doing that, I diverted into the pageant world because my mom was interested in pageants when she was little. So she was always like, okay, why doesn't she become a pageant queen? So during Exopa and training with Exopa, I had one of the trainers, his name is Benedict J, and he groomed me for it was a pageant called Miss Teen. I think it was Miss Teen of the World. So I was supposed to go and I actually didn't go. But then from there, I gained the interest. And then looking more into pageantry, I realized that, it gives you a platform. So I didn't want to compete in the pageant just because, I get to stand there and look pretty and do this, but I wanted that platform because I realized that, wow, I have like 30 seconds of fame and I have the camera on me and I can be able to create awareness and send my voice out there. Wow. So that's what I wanted to do with the pageants, and that's why I got into it.
And I mean, is it something you love doing, or is it because mommy put you into it?
No, I love doing it. I really love doing it because, even though she helped me build my self-confidence and she showed me, she pushed me, I found my own path. Because at the end of the day, I found my own path towards pageantry. And I love the way that the platform, whenever I travel to different places and I speak to people, I love it. When I'm able to generate funds for organizations or people that need help, I feel amazing. When I'm able to be there for someone, I just feel amazing. And I feel like I was born to be a humanitarian. I just love helping people. So that's why I took into pageantry.
Wonderful. So let's focus on your career. Let me call it a career as a beauty queen. We said you started with Miss Ghana in 2012, and then there was the Top Model Ghana.
Top Model Ghana.
Run me through the things you've been. As a matter of fact, I want to know your Ghanaian roots. So you are Ashanti?
I am Ashanti, half Fanti.
Wow, I thought you were Ewe at some point. I'm going to use it to my advantage. But yes, and which school in Ghana did you attend?
I don't even remember anymore. I attended so many. But towards the latter days, I was homeschooled because the bullying was too much for me. People were picking on me so much that it was affecting me.
Why was it so? Is it because of your complexion?
No, they used to, I don't even know. They would call me Kwame Nkrumah. They would call me all these things, in school, and I never understood. They would tease, even the way I speak, the way I talk, the way I walk, everything was being teased. And but that's how it is. Kids always find a particular person and they just target her. Right. And then when they target her, once she starts to give you an expression or she starts to react, they keep doing it.
Right.
So if I didn't react, maybe they would have backed off.
Right.
But then because it affected me so much, that's why they kept doing it over and over again. And that's how bullying is. And that's why it's so dear to my heart, because it's like people love to bully people that don't have anyone to speak out for them or can't speak up for themselves. That's why they like to bully them.
It's hard to believe that the same person sitting in front of me will be called Kwame Nkrumah.
I
mean, it's not a bad thing to be attached to Ghana's first president, but yeah.
It was really bad. Like, bullying was really bad for me. Sometimes even like when I transferred, my mom transferred me to the States and I would get beat up after school every day. Like,
even in the States?
Yeah, in the States. They used to call me African monkey. So they would hide and wait. And when I'm walking, they would just jump on me and beat me up. Like, it was just so bad.
Speaking of African monkey, let's talk about your pageants. And I know you've won a number of, pageants in Ghana. You were the first black woman to win the Miss Grand USA, or appointed Queen of Miss Grand USA, black woman. That was something for you, wasn't it?
That was something. I honestly didn't think that it was possible. Because of the stereotypes of beauty. There's this very particular type of beauty. When you're going to be an international queen, there's a certain way you have to look or they perceive you. And I didn't think I fit into that. So for me to become Miss Grand United States of America and the first black Miss Grand United States of America, it was, I don't know, I feel like God just had some mysterious thing to do with it, because it just, it was something else.
Wow. That's very inspiring, honestly, from a girl who was bullied to being the first black woman to win such a pageant.
Yeah.
Does it put some form of weight on you as a black person and being the first person to carry such a crown? Do you feel somewhat pressured to live up to certain standards?
I mean, I feel like we all have a bit of weight on us. We all have the responsibility to do right by the youth and by people that look up to us, because we are constantly role models. And ever since I was growing up, ever since I started to go into pageantry, I started to live my life in a way that I know people are watching. I know the youth, the girls, they're watching me, and I am trying to mold them in a way that they're supposed to go in a perfect direction. Even though I'm not perfect, I try to do right by them. So I've always had that kind of weight, but I don't think it's bad weight. It's good weight, because it's the way I want to do. It's who I am. I always want to be a leader, and I want to motivate and encourage and empower. So I live my life that way.
So let's talk about your challenges growing up. Beyond bullying in school and all that, you certainly, like everyone else, went through some challenges in life. Would you like to share some of them with us?
Challenges in life. My challenges, I would say, was not being able to stay in one school.
Right.
I moved a lot, because whenever I feel uncomfortable or I'm not happy because I'm being bullied, I automatically move and change schools. So because of that, I was never able to keep friends. I don't even think I have a lot of friends. Like, I can't even remember any friends from school, because I moved so much. Eventually I was homeschooled, and it was just me, myself, and I, So I'll say that was a challenge, because every day I have to learn by myself and do everything by myself. So I'll say that was one of the major challenges that I had.
And what has been the most challenging thing for you as Miss Grand International winning? By the way, you speak such beautiful Thai. I need to. What did you say they call you again? We were talking off screen. You were telling me how.
Nong Dao.
Guys, listen again. Say again.
Nong Dao.
Which means?
Means star, little star.
Wow. And the other one that I can't bring myself to. And that also means?
Little star, small star. Yeah.
Wow. And this is just the opposite of what you went through as a kid.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Miss Grand International, which you're the incumbent queen. Tell me about the experience in Thailand. It happened in Thailand?
It happened in Thailand, yes.
Share experience with us.
The major pageant, the headquarters is in Thailand. So every year, every country has to pick a delegate, and they all have to go and meet in any country. So it's not hosted in Thailand. It's hosted all over the world.
Right.
But this year, the year that I won, which was March 27th, they hosted it in Thailand because of the pandemic. So since it was their home country, they were able to maneuver and work things out there in Thailand. And it wasn't bad. The pandemic wasn't bad in Thailand. They had handled it. The cases weren't bad at all. So it happened in Thailand, and I competed with about 65, 68 girls. And yeah, I came out the winner. It's like, you know, if you watch the video, you would realize that every time they called my name, I cried.
Wow.
I cried because that day I was fighting a battle on stage, and it was not a physical battle, but it was a spiritual, emotional battle for me, because anytime they called my name and I advanced, I look at all the other 67 candidates or all the other 66 candidates, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I just got called. The girl that was told that she cannot achieve anything, the girl that told her dream was impossible, is standing here. She's being called all the way to the top 20. So every single time I advanced, I cried. Also because I have been, they have hurt me. I've been hurt so much in the past, and I have not achieved what I needed to achieve because someone, or maybe because someone stood in my way. So for example, for me to explain, like let's say I'll go to a pageant. Just because of maybe the way I look, or maybe because of the country I'm from, I won't get the crown even though I deserve it. It has happened to me in 2 different or 3 different pageants, whereby because I'm representing, let's say, a country, Ghana, maybe it does not have that sash factor. So because even though I'm good, and even though I am scoring all the highest scores and I'm winning all the gold medals, I still don't get the crown because I don't have the sash factor. So things like that, it was affecting me, and it was really hard. So it became a battle. Now it was not just a competition. It was just not something I was doing for fun. It was a battle for me because I wanted to prove them wrong. I wanted to show that like other girls are also looking up to me. They're like, we look like Abina. How come we look like her, but she's competing, she's doing so well, she's winning all the gold medals, and yet she's not winning? Is it because of the way she looks? Is it because of this? I wanted to cut that out, and I wanted to just prove to these girls that they can be whoever they want to be, no matter their skin color, no matter their hair texture. You just need to go for it.
And you did prove that.
And I did.
And your win is just beyond you. It's for the many girls, like you said.
It is. It's not even for me. It's for them. It's for them. Because after I won, my social media I have so many DMs from girls that look like me. They have Afro-Latinas. And a lot of Afro-Latinas are, like, most of them, they're not... they're not confident, they feel like they don't fit in. Some of them hide, they don't want to compete. So I get a lot of messages from them, words of encouragement, and they're trying to have me motivate them. So it's really cool. My win has really been...
So let's talk about how you overcame these battles or these challenges, being on stage and knowing very well that I deserve this crown like every other girl here. In fact, I'm even more competent, but because of my color, because of whatever reasons, they don't give it to me.
Yeah.
How did you overcome this? Also, you certainly didn't reach this height by yourself. There are some pillars in your life. Who would you say are the pillars in your life, or what would you say are the pillars in your life, your inspiration?
I'll say my mom and my dad. Yeah, my mom is my role model. She pushed me. Like, my mom is like, she's like, you know how you have, like, let's say if you have an angel, she has wings and she just protects you from all the negativity. So she just has this wings and she just protects me from all the negativity. It got to a point, people in Ghana, like most people that knew her, didn't like her because she will not allow you to come close to me to talk anything negative towards me. She wouldn't allow you to try to bring me down or suppress me. She would not allow it. So people started to give her names and stuff like that. But she was just doing her job, protecting me. You know, she didn't have the chance to become who she wanted to be. So she made it a point to like give me that chance to do whatever I wanted to do.
What about friends?
See, growing up, I never really had friends. I'll say my friends are my siblings.
Right.
Yeah, because I don't really have friends. Yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy. But my siblings, my family, we're really close. So I talk to them all the time. Even when I'm in the States and when they're anywhere in the world, we still talk 24/7, all the time on the phone.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, Abna, what principles would you say you live by?
Well, I would say, see, the thing is, like, I tell myself that beauty, it's not just what is on the outside, but it's what's on the inside that counts. So I try to shine from within. I try to show my beauty from within. I try to love. I try to encourage, I try to motivate, I try to be there for people, because when I was growing up, I needed people to be there for me. And unfortunately, my friends or people that I was in school with, I did not really have that, but my parents were there for me 24/7. So because I had that, I have set myself as a pillar for these girls to look up to me, to speak to me. I have turned myself into their big sister. So I'm giving them what I didn't have.
Wow.
So
let me put you on the spot.
Okay.
What 3 things would you say you'd never do? Never, ever.
I would never ever do.
Yes.
There are a lot of things I would never ever do. I would never jump out of a plane.
My goodness, why not?
Oh my gosh.
You look like you're so daring.
No, I would never do that.
With all these competitions you've been in, I'm guessing
Yeah,
look,
but
you're daring.
I would never jump out of a plane. I remember. So back in the States, there's a joke that we always have. So in church, my friend, it was his birthday, and he was inviting everyone to go to, he wanted to go skydiving for his birthday. And I'm the only black person in the church. So he invites everyone, and he comes to me, and I look at him. And no, that day, there was another Kenyan guy that came to the church. So we were 2 black people in the church. So he came and he invited everyone, and the Kenyan and I looked at ourselves and we looked at him and we're like, black people don't do that.
We don't do this.
We don't put our lives on at risk like that, you know? And then he's like, no, it's fun. Because recently, I don't know, the creator of Bob's Burgers, he jumped out and he had a fatality, like a casualty, and he died.
In the air?
In the air, like he just fell.
You just scared me because it's on my bucket list to jump out of a plane. Okay.
You're good. You're saved by the.
But you wouldn't do it.
No, I won't do it.
Okay. The second thing would be.
Second thing would be.
Would you play with a snake?
Yeah, I like snakes. They're cute. I've eaten a snake.
You were in Thailand for
I was
God's
in Thailand.
sake. So
I have a show. So I have a show. It's an eating show whereby it's called The Queen's Food. So I eat all exotic food, like from the cockroaches to the bugs to the alligators to everything. I know. It's crazy.
Fear factor.
I know. Because the thing is, the whole thing is for them, the fans, to tell Abina what to eat. So they'll say, oh, we want Abina to eat a frog. And then they get a frog for me and then I eat it. It's like fear factor.
So what second thing would you not do?
Would I not do? Would I not do?
Wow.
I don't know.
You don't have a lot of things, do you?
I don't have a lot of things.
You just suggest things. So you won't jump out of a plane. Would you scuba dive?
Yeah, I would. If I have the proper training and the guide, I would.
Wow. Anyways, it seems you don't have a lot of things that you wouldn't do.
Wait, what about you? What wouldn't you do?
I wouldn't try playing with a snake. I hate snakes.
What?
I detest snakes, so I won't play with a snake. I'm afraid of heights too. So I don't know. I want to overcome it. So I want to jump out of a plane. I don't know if I really will do it.
You know, the best way to overcome heights, because I'm afraid of heights too, but I climbed the tallest mountain. So I just went rock climbing and I went all the way to the top, and then I looked down and oh my gosh, that was crazy. But then I found my way down, and since then it just disappeared.
I want to be in a beauty pageant. Let's wrap up.
Okay.
What message would you give to the many young people out there who are watching? There's always that you have to give to these young people and who are trying to do what you do. You know, not just a beauty queen, you're also a singer and a model. What would you tell them in the face of all this pressure they see and receive on social media? What would you tell them?
I would tell them that you are beautiful, you are amazing, you can be whoever you want to be. You are the writer and director of your own story. So you have to go ahead and create your story. You can be successful, no one is standing in your way. If anybody throws negativity towards you, you just have to throw it away and then just keep on moving, because the sky is your limit. You're amazing.
You're amazing. You're the writer and director of your story. Words of beauty queen, current Miss Grand International Queen Abena Ikwaba Apia. She was my guest on Motivation Monday. I hope you have been inspired. I have been inspired. Edma, I hope you've been inspired. And yeah, so that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
And enjoy the rest of the AM Club. And welcome back. Interesting conversation with Abne Kwabapia, Miss Grand International Queen. I hope you've been inspired. Like I said earlier, I've been inspired. But it's now time to jump straight onto our next segment. But before that, remember, this is the AM Club coming to you live from our Silicon Square studios here in East Legon. Having so much fun. Coffee Daily just went by. Lifestyle Daily done. It's time for the plug. And we have something very exciting for you, for all the HR personnel practitioners out there. Here it is, the HR Conference and Awards, or HR Focus Conference and Awards coming up. And I'm glad to announce that my guest this morning is none other than the boss himself, the #1 public, okay, let me not go on. Kosi Fiaka is here in studio with us. Kosi, good morning and welcome. I also have a Rabna Nikwe. You said I shouldn't add a missus. Let me add it before those, praying eyes. Anyways, guys, good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
All right, so HR Focus Conference and Awards, what is it about?
So HR Focus is a magazine. We've been operating in Ghana for the past a little over a decade, and we publish magazines on a quarterly basis. Our aim is to provide a platform for shared learning for HR practitioners and individuals. I mean, usually when you hear HR, you think it's just for those who deal with HR management. But what we're trying to do is to bring together people from different places, primarily those who practice HR, but then general individuals in the world of work. Everything that we discuss is centered on people. So HR Focus is really people management. So what HR Focus primarily does is to discuss issues pertaining to people management, the ways by which it can be made better, and to have a meaningful conversation. We don't just need those who are skewed towards the HR management or just, learn it in that field, but then those whom it applies to, the employees, the business leaders. So what we do every year since the year 2012 is we organize an annual conference, and we bring together distinguished HR practitioners, business leaders, and just employees to discuss pertinent issues in the world of work. This year, we're talking about adapting people and culture for global change. In earlier years, we've talked about agile working, we've talked about redefining productivity. It's really interesting because usually our conferences coincide with global trends. Right. So the last time we discussed agile working, redefining productivity, the next year we had the COVID-19 pandemic. So everybody had to think about agile working in one form or another. So we pride ourselves in discussing relevant issues, pertinent issues. And what we've realized is, well, now with the kind of conversations that go on mainstreams, we need to be adequately prepared to meet the world foot for foot. We shouldn't be lagging behind when there's a global change. We should be prepared and be proactive ahead of it. So this year, that's the thing that we're discussing. But our agenda as HR Focus is to spearhead and to lead in having meaningful conversations and provide shared learning for people in the world of work.
If I allow you, Rabna, she'll go on and on and on about it. So a conference is understandable. Why then add an award? What's the awards going to be about?
The HR Focus Awards is to celebrate and to recognize best practice in HR. Right. So you'd see that there are different kinds of organizations, different sizes. There are different kinds of ways in which in various organizations, things like performance management, recruitment and selection, employee engagement are handled. So what we're aiming to do is to motivate and inspire organizations that have led the path of excellence and to encourage those who are yet to get there. In tandem with our vision, we're trying to create a platform where people can learn from each other. So if I'm a small organization, I don't really know how to manage my people. The awards not only just assesses organizations and gives them, awards, but also this year in particular, we're going to go a further step to engage the organizations on the gaps that they had in their people management.
And how long is this the first time you're having the awards, or you've had it in previous years?
No, we've had the awards since the year 2015.
Ooh, so you've been going on and on and
it's
on
a biennial award, so it happens every other year.
Every other year.
So since 2015, every other year we've had events. We've had the HR.
So this will be the third or fourth?
Fifth.
My mask, that's for my mask there. Please don't go there.
2015, 2017, 2019, and 2021.
So that's four.
Fourth, okay.
Hey,
yeah.
Anyway, so and what are the categories in this award?
There are lots of different categories, and we try to make it that way so that we could be able to address different areas. So there are function awards. You know, in HR, there's stuff like recruitment and selection, employee engagement, employer branding. There's the function awards, and there's a lot of them. Then there's the sector awards, so the best HR management in manufacturing industry, in the NGO sector, in the public sector, in the banking, in the financial sector. And then we have individual awards, so HR practitioners who in their organizations have exhibited some leadership qualities that are worthy of note. So then we have the HR Rising Star Award, HR Manager of the Year, HR Practitioner of the Year. And then this year we added a new set of categories that talk about how they manage COVID-19. So there's the most outstanding performance, the most outstanding response to COVID-19, you know, for private sector and public sector. We like to make sure that it's really balanced, and it's not like we're just focusing on the private sector as well.
Okay, let me go to Kosi Fiaka, of course. Kosi, I know you to be a public speaker, MC, and all. You are involved with the HR Focus Conference and Awards. Now, what are some? Have you received nominations? Are nominations opened?
Yeah,
have people tendered in?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we are at the point where we have a technical committee that goes out there to ensure that the awards go to the right people. And when we talk about the right people, we are talking about people that have excelled over the last couple of years in the practice of HR. Now, HR is a very technical practice. It's a practice that involves human capital development. So it means it takes a lot of nitty-gritty, a lot of effort. It takes a lot of technical expertise to ensure that it's done right. So our technical committee is doing an absolutely fantastic job to ensure that the right people are awarded, not just for their practice and their efforts, but for their results as well.
Okay, and which brands or companies have, you know, bringing their nomination have helped?
So we had a lot of companies vying in. We have a number of finalists. So the technical committee shortlisted the many applicants that came in, and we have some finalists. Off the top of my head, I remember seeing ABSA.
Okay. So you have lots of companies basically coming in. Beautiful.
What's
the cash prize? Is that cash prize?
No, it's not cash
There's
prize.
no cash prize?
No, it's not cash prize.
MX24 TV.
The awards itself is a prize enough, because if you're talking about arguably the biggest brand when it comes to HR communications in the whole of Africa, I mean, to be recognized by such a brand, I mean, come on, I don't see any endorsement bigger than that.
No, of course. Yeah. Of course, absolutely. So let's talk about the event and when it's happening and where it's happening and all that. If you could finish us with those details.
Definitely. I mean, it's happening on Thursday and on Friday.
Okay. This Thursday?
Yeah, this Thursday and this Friday, the 14th and the 15th, at the Labadi Beach Hotel, the Plush Labadi Beach Hotel. And on the 14th, we are kicking off at 9:30.
Okay. That's Thursday?
Yeah, on Thursday we are kicking off at 9:30 with all the top speakers. We've got Mr. Henry Bayer, who is the CEO of Standard Chartered Bank in Jersey. Wow. Yeah, we've got Mr. James Lau, who is executive director at Lane. We've got some very, very top-notch speakers coming through on the Thursday. And on the Friday at 3:30 p.m., we kick off with the awards at the Plush Labadi Beach Hotel again. Trust me, it's going to be absolutely exhilarating. It's going to be amazing. We have some surprise performances in there. Purchase a ticket, come in, and you'd see exactly what we are talking about. But like I said, this is as big as it can get for HR, not just in Ghana, like I said, but in Africa.
Wonderful. And how much is the ticket? Where can I get one?
So there's various options. You have the opportunity to join virtually and physically. Because of COVID-19, we had to adjust the numbers a bit. So for the conference, for example, you could get your tickets online at events.hrfocusuniverse.com/hrfocusconference. So when you get there, there's various distributions of what you could do there. We have a discounted rate for the subscribers of the magazine. So if you're interested, you could subscribe to the magazine and have a virtual ticket of just 50 CDs, an in-person ticket of 100 CDs, and if you're not a subscriber, you want to come with a standard ticket, it's 200 CDs in person and then 100 CDs virtual. So that's for the forum on Thursday.
On Thursday, and on Friday,
on Friday, it's a ticketed event. So we have organizations coming in their numbers. You could come on your own as well, but the tickets go for 1,000 CDs for a seat. So this year, it's going to be a very different kind of awards event than any other that we do. We like to be different.
For clarity purpose, the 1,000 is for the company, like the number of people, just for one person?
It's per seat.
Per person,
yes,
per seat,
so the companies get discounts if you by a certain number.
Okay.
So
that's good.
Individuals also have individual discounts. I think a 10% discount.
Beautiful.
So once you reach out to us, we could communicate to you based on what the situation is. If you're coming with your team, you're coming with your family, etc.
Wonderful. So you're up now for more details. Yeah,
And because MX24 have been really nice to us, I'll give you a ticket.
Thank you very much, Kosi. You see why I call you boss. You see? Anyway, so if anybody wants to follow or get more details or updates on HR Focus Conference and Awards, where should we go?
So you could visit our website, events.hrfocusuniverse.com/HR Focus Conference, or you could call 054-679-1509.
What about social media? Do you have?
Yes, you could follow us on at HR Focus U.
At HR Focus U.
U.
Okay.
Just the U.
U.
Stands for HR Focus Universe. Yes, so you could follow us at HR Focus U on all our social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn.
There you have it.
We have some sponsors as well, some people that have been amazing to us.
Yeah.
Headlining them, we have Vodafone. They've been absolutely phenomenal. We have Standard Chartered Bank.
Right.
We have Newmont, Goyle, VRA, MX24, GH. Fantastic. Olam Ghana, Acacia Multi-Choice, Hollard, Petra, Enterprise, Asasi Radio, the Business and Financial Times, City FM, and Joy 99.7 FM.
He sounds like he's already on radio. 99.7 FM. Anyways, Kosi Fiaka, thank you so much. And Irabna Nikwe, we'll do our thing on Instagram. We'll do it. Don't worry about it.
I have you on record.
And that's it for the... No, we are not done with the plug. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Stay.
Across Africa, nations are beginning to trade among themselves like never before, creating the largest continental market the world has ever seen. On the Single African Market Program, we will show you how products, services, capital and people will be crossing barriers as the continent and its citizens embrace a single market in a sustainable manner for growth and development to meet targeted UN development goals.
Congratulations, Your Excellency.
Get the latest update on all opportunities from the Continent's Trade House. Know the success stories and how challenges are being addressed. Africa is ready to trade among itself and the world, so are the people. The Single African Market is the voice of businesses that trumpets the vision of Africa everywhere, in association with the Government of Ghana, International Chamber of Commerce, Business for Peace Foundation, GIZ, UNECA, and UNDP.
The Single African Market, this Monday at 8 p.m. on MX24.
Hello everyone, this is Mary Charles and I'm coming to you from MX24. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month and I'm entreating every single person to get their boobs checked, not just the ladies, the men as well. We have a series of activities lined up this month, including a competition in partnership with the Achimota Golf Club. We will be expecting as many people as can come in to help us raise funds to help a selected breast cancer charity. So join in and help us as we undertake this Cross It Out campaign as part of October Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Hello everybody, my name is Edma Ohima Lawe, the host on the AM Club right here on MX24. So it's October. What does that mean? It means it's pink. It means it's a pink ribbon. It means it's campaigning. It means it's breast cancer awareness. And right here on MX24, we've taken it upon ourselves to create a fantastic campaign, the Cross It Out campaign. What you need to do, both men and women can go to 3 selected hospitals right here in Accra to get themselves screened for breast cancer. Okay, it's not just for women, but it's also for men. So we are going to put all the details on all our social media platforms at MX24GA. So do make sure that you follow us and you get the details right. We cannot wait to see you and hear from you as well. Do stay tuned. Hashtag cross it out with MX24.
Angelina, you be cool in my temperature. If you call, say cheese, take a picture. Shaka post, magazine, take a picture. And I like book, boah. Why the party there today? Hey mama, hey I have a sip. Secure.
Hey guys, it's your girl Miss Drew, your favorite lifestyle and travel presenter on MX24. This is the month of October and it's Pink Month, where we're talking all about our boobs. Here on MX24 there are so many activities that we've got for you to get involved in, and we are ending with a bang with Boob Talk on the 30th of October at Accra Mall. Make sure you're there, you don't want to miss this. Mwah!
Hello, my name is Nuong Falong and I host Spotlight here at MX24 Television. The entire month of October is dedicated to breast cancer awareness, and the overarching message here is early detection saves lives. At MX24 we want you to cross it out with MX24 on social media. Please hashtag us cross it out, but go to the nearest health center and get your breast checked. Encourage your wives, encourage your sisters, encourage your brothers, because 1 in 1,000 men get diagnosed with breast cancer. You just might be saving a life.
Across Africa, nations are beginning to trade among themselves like never before, creating the largest continental market the world has ever seen. On the Single African Market Program, we will show you how products, services, capital and people will be crossing barriers as the continent and its citizens embrace a single market in a sustainable manner for growth and development to meet targeted UN development goals.
Congratulations, Your Excellency.
Get the latest update on all opportunities from the Continent's Trade House. Know the success stories and how challenges are being addressed. Africa is ready to trade among itself and the world, so are the people. The Single African Market is the voice of businesses that trumpets the vision of Africa everywhere, in association with the Government of Ghana, International Chamber of Commerce, Business for Peace Foundation, GIZ, UNECA, and UNDP.
The Single African Market, this Monday at 8 p.m. on MX24.
Order me a from all the sugar you gave me. So many chicks, but you still they amaze me. Get on the dance floor, give me that slow one. So what are friends for? If you kill me, I don't mind. All jokes aside, Charlie Shorty be so fine. If you feeling freaky, I go pull up in no time. What else?
Get in the vibe, make me jam. The party in the corner.
The Club live on MX24, and we are still on the plug. And wow, okay, Godwin is starstruck. We have Godwin's, yes, I'm saying it, we have Godwin's crush on the show today. We've kept it a secret from him since Friday, okay, since Friday. And now finally he knows who's coming on the plug, and it's the one and only Ms. V. Welcome on the plug.
Thank you for having me.
Godwin, say something.
Hi, Ms. V.
That's all you can say. Shame on you. All your team know this is all you can say. Welcome to the AM Club. It's absolutely a pleasure having you here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, I mean, everybody knows who you are here in Ghana. So, but you know, just in case for the people watching abroad, like my mother, watching from the UK, just like tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Okay, so in short, I am your like independent Aibe girl next door. But in full, but still in short, I am an Afro-pop, R&B dancehall artist from Ghana. And yeah, I'm making things happen. Yes.
Okay. So let's focus the conversation more on your new single with Tiwa Savage. I've seen the video and I was like, girl, you're doing your thing right there. You're doing it. So tell us about it. Where did the inspiration come from? How did you come up with the beat? Why Tiwa Savage also?
Okay, so if you know me, you know I love love. Love is like one of the biggest things that drives me in this world. And most of my songs are about love. And this one is no different. It's just that it has a different feel and it has an amazing collaboration. And we're just talking about two people who are in love and are ready to actually come home and do the right thing, you know, knocking all of that. Yeah, and so Tiwa, I first met her in Nigeria at the CAF Awards. I was the only Ghanaian performing on the bill. I was supposed to do like a performance with Patoranking. I didn't know she was on the show. And so backstage, rehearsal day, she came backstage and then we had like a hello hi. Fast forward a few years later, I recorded the song in the studio and everyone was saying, oh, Tiwa has to be on it. And I felt the same way. So I said, okay. I DM'd her on Instagram. We exchanged numbers and that was it.
And that's how it all started.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Do you have anything to say?
No, please.
You don't?
I just want to watch
you guys. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so now, upcoming album. Do you have anything coming up?
Oh, yeah. This one is one of the songs coming off of the album. So if this one is starting to introduce the album, you can imagine what I have coming next year. Next year is my 10th year.
Wow,
Yes.
in the industry.
Yes, I'll be celebrating 10 years.
Yes, in the
Yes.
industry. I know, because I remember you were also like in a group at one point in the
Yes,
beginning.
initially,
I don't want to go into it. When I start with Miss V, my sister knows I have a big crush on her.
Oh.
Since you guys started, like, I remember that song. I quoted the song.
Good Girls Gone Bad.
And I say, Mokobi, you're bad. That's way, way, way back. The journey has been very beautiful.
Thank
I
you.
must say. So the album, tell us a little bit more about it. Who is on it? Who's going to be on it?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so for starters, you know Tiwa is on the album. Yes. But I have, I don't want to give away anything yet. Yes, it's supposed to be a surprise. Okay, maybe just one other name, say Bella Schmerda.
There you have it. I'm excited about that one.
Oh yeah, and some amazing dancehall legends, and
Yes.
it's going to be a crazy 10-year anniversary for me.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay. And
Yeah.
when it comes to the new single, if anybody wants to listen to it or watch the video, where do they go?
My YouTube channel, Miss V Official. So the video is there. You can check it out. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. If you're feeling lazy to go to YouTube and type out everything, you can just go on my social media pages, Miss VGH everywhere. The links are blasted all over, so you could just click and enjoy the video. And stream. It's on every online store as well.
Okay, fantastic. Well, there you have it.
This is the first time in my life I can't talk. I don't know why I'm
Can't
not
scratch
able
your
to
tongue.
Exactly.
Indeed, literally. But okay, that's it. I don't have any more questions. Guys, Miss V, so like you said on social media, you're very active on social media. We can reach you on it. Video, we'll leave you with a video shortly. But that's about it for the plug. Thank you for sticking and staying with us. Oh, she was pretty short interview because I wasn't asking you questions. I'm just admiring you. Edma, please wrap up the show. Please.
Hey, Godwin. Well, we want to say a very big thank you to all our guests today. We started with Coffee Daily, where we recapped on all the trending stories, and we move on to Lifestyle Daily. And in commemoration of International Day of the Girl Child, we had two guests. We had Sylvia and Mott coming in to talk about why it's important to create awareness on International Day of the Girl Child. And moving on, we went to today's hashtag. Yes, Motivation Monday. And you had an amazing conversation with Abna, right?
Yes,
how was that?
It was an interesting conversation.
Great,
She had a very nice perspective to life and what she's doing. She's the current Miss Grand International.
Yeah, she is.
You know, so yeah.
And then we had the plug. We had two sessions of the plug today.
Of course,
so the first one was
Kosi Fiaka and Rabna Nikwe coming in to talk about the HR conference or HR Focus Conference and what's happening on Thursday and Friday at Labadi Beach Hotel. Make sure you're there, grab your ticket. And of course, we have the very beautiful Miss V joining us. Miss V, I posted a picture of you on my. We have a mutual friend. I'll tell you about it.
You know what? Let me just tell you something. I know he's going to kill me after this.
Are you saying it on TV?
Yes, I am saying it on TV. So one time I was going through his phone and I saw a picture of you. I said it.
So I hope it was a good picture.
Yes, it was a beautiful picture. He got it from your Instagram page.
Oh.
Anyways, thank you very much for watching The AM Club. My name is Edma Himalawa, and you can catch me on all social media platforms at Edma Lawe.
And my name is Godwin Namboh, at Godwin Namboh on all social media platforms. We leave you with a new single from Miss V featuring Tiwa Savage. Enjoy. We'll be back tomorrow. It's Travel Tuesday tomorrow. Don't miss out. We'll see you. Have a beautiful Monday.
Bye-bye.
Correct. I know I get regrets. Baby, don't forget.
guys, it's your girl Miss Drew, your favorite lifestyle